Hi everybody, it's Susie at Wolf and Raven Homestead, once again here to bring you an update. We actually got some work done this week, and I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of how I build my boxes, and then I will show you guys how everything looks all set up. So I built these two boxes already. I just didn't film it because there was no way for me to hold the camera and work on them, and I didn't have anybody to play cameraman for me. I think we are going to cut some boards and add to the outside of these to reinforce it a little bit, and just because I like the look of them on the outside, I'm wishing I had done it that way in the first place. These planters are another thing that we sourced for free. They do have these little drain holes in the bottom that I opened up, but I'm still worried about them not having enough drainage. So I threw a 1/4-inch bit on the drill, and I am going to add a few drainage holes. There we go. Sorry, I don't have anybody else out here to hold the camera for me. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other two, and I will be back, and you can sit with me while I plant my rhubarb. Alright, so I actually have a cameraman now. The hubby's helping me out. So, I got some rhubarb yesterday. I'm so happy because I'll have that to go with my strawberries to make strawberry rhubarb pie and strawberry rhubarb jam and lots of yummies. And as I said, I'm reusing dirt from last year because it's still good soil. I'm not going to waste it. I already showed you I was drilling the holes in these, so that's how those ended up looking. Just 4 1/4-inch drain holes to help make sure there's enough drainage with that other plug in there. But yeah, I did buy the rhubarb, but really good price, $5 a plant, and she actually threw one in for free because when she dug it up, it didn't have very many roots on it. And this white, a lot of people would see this and think, ooh, it's moldy, it's no good. No, that means that it's good soil, or that wouldn't be growing there. And it won't hurt the plants at all. Oh my God, this stuff is so wet because we had massive thunderstorms here yesterday. Alright, let's see how much. Okay, this one has really good roots on it. I'm really happy. I love rhubarb. I had some rhubarb before our house fire, but they tore out my garden beds when they came to tear down the house, even though they weren't supposed to. Otherwise, I would still be growing a garden out there. I would just stop out there to work on it, because we still own that property. Oh yeah, that worked out real well. I think it needs a little more. Out of there. I'm not too worried about most of it, like leaves, whatever, that'll mulch down. But I do not want tree seeds in there. Don't need the little helicopters in there growing trees in my plants. right, there we go. That one's all good. I'm going to do the same thing with the other two, so I'm not going to make y'all sit here with me through all of that. And I'll come back to you when I move on to the next thing. So here we are on to building boxes. I am going to speed up most of this so it doesn't take as long. But what you see me doing there is pre-drilling holes for the screws to go in so that it is easier to get the screws in. This was adding the piece to hold the two boards together. And then here I am putting those sections together to actually make the box. And on to finishing that box off. We ended up moving it out to the sidewalk so it was flatter to work on it. And that's pretty much how you do it. Like I said, I figured I'd speed it up. So we still have a little bit of work to do, but our boxes are all built. That planter that's sitting over here is going to go at this end. I still have some cinder blocks for herbs that will probably go up front here where there's still space, along with some more of these planters. And I've got my strawberries and rhubarb in over here. I have to decide what I'm planting in those other three, and then we are going to put mulch around this just to make it look nice, but we did the box to keep everything closed in so that there's not mulch everywhere and it's easier to mow around. Alright guys, so that's it for today from Wolf and Raven Homestead. Hope you guys learned some stuff, or at least enjoyed watching my video. And remember, you can grow food anywhere, in any space, with a little hard work and ingenuity. Have a great day, guys.